Yep.
Cider time!
Cider time!
From out of state. The best kind, because I've had, I feel like everything from Georgia already. So Brooke went out of town, she went to Texas, and brought back cider and beer for this guy. Thank you, Brooke. Best wife. So we're going to dive right into this one. It's a new dry cider we have never had, what she has now, but I've never had since she brought it back. All the way in the plane, getting it through TSA and all that garbage. But we got the St. Arnold original dry cider.
A most saintly cider.
It's got a really cool can on it. I'll try and get a picture in it later for you guys. But it's got like this like glass pane looking window, Pope looking dude, I guess.
He's got a fun hat.
This one is gluten free.
Yes, which is why I'm here.
Natty Seltzer was not. This is back to that world. Now, how much do you like this one, Brooke? Right? You tried it already, right?
Yes. I tried it for the first time when I went to visit in Texas. It is a dry cider. I liked it. It's good. It's not like...
How much am I going to like it?
You like the drier side.
I like
it's not like super flavorful.
Compared to the hop cider we had a couple weeks ago.
I'm going to be honest, I like the hop cider better.
I chose the right one, guys, and got it.
Well, the hop cider was way drier.
It does smell super dry.
It is dry. The hops one was way drier.
Carbonation's super low.
Well, most ciders are. It's not bad. It's by no means bad. It's one of those, like, I've definitely had drier. I've definitely had more flavorful. It's good, though.
Now, what did we say this was? A 5.5?
Yes.
5.5 ABV. Ingredients said it had honey in it.
You can't taste.
I'm getting the faintest bit of that idea.
150 calories.
That's more than the Natty Seltzer.
Oh.
Ugh.
Only 5 grams of sugar, which I guess is a lot.
Only, that's a lot.
Yeah.
No, this is really good. This is actually good cider. It's very dry.
Yes.
Not the driest, but it is dry. But somehow, usually ciders have a very strong champagne taste because they use champagne yeast. This one isn't as champagne-y as the other ones. To get that dry cider taste, it's the champagne yeast you're tasting, pretty much, I would say. I think that's the full driving force here. But this one doesn't taste like champagne as much as the other ones do. Like, that very distinguished champagne dry taste isn't in this one.
Yeah, the other one definitely is more champagne.
So that's pretty wonderful on its own, because that started to get really old. If I just wanted that champagne dry, I'd just drink some damn champagne. Or some bubbly, whatever. But this one actually doesn't have it. It just tastes like a really dry cider.
Yeah.
Minus the champagne.
It's very dry apple.
That alone kind of puts it ahead of the others.
Mm-hmm. This has more of an apple taste than champagne taste to me.
It does, but even the apple taste isn't like that fake apple juice taste.
No, it's authentic, crisp apple.
It's very crisp apple. What you would think and expect out of an actual cider, not apple juice that has been fermented, which we have noticed seems to be the case for almost like over 50% of ciders. Tend to be this
apple juice,
fake sugary apple juice kind of beverage, like Reds, for example, which that's not even a cider, really. And
Angry
Orchard is like
straight up Mott's apple juice.
Notorious to be disgusting like that. And even some of the other ones, not all of them, but some of their specific flavors still have that really over-the-top, bearing kind of candy apple taste. This does not. This is actually what I would expect a cider should be.
And it's also Texas local, so that's neat.
Yeah, this one's from Houston, Texas. I can't iterate enough. Carbonation just doesn't exist. It's super low. If that's something you like, there you go. I prefer it to be kind of mid to high, so that's a little bit of a letdown. Kind of breaks up just being this like overbearing sweet taste because it is a cider, and compared to my taste from the beer world, usually the carbonation kind of breaks that up a bit. It makes it a little easier to go down. So you are getting more of the cider taste. So if you do like the cider taste, that's a great thing. And like I said, this one's not exceptionally sweet anyway. So it's not that big of a deal in the end of the game. It's not super sweet. It doesn't need that carbonation to break it up.
A very easy drink. Easy to go down.
It is a very light, easy to go down cider. That is true.
I kind of want to see if you could put like a Soda Stream in this.
I want to say it's like super run in the mill for all the categories, but that being said, like
That's still high for a cider,
that's
though.
really, really good thing. Because ciders are so low bar on everything. It's just sugar,
Yeah.
candy apple taste, terrible flat carbonation, usually terrible flavor pairings as well. It's just and then this like fake champagne dry taste to all of them.
It's a natural dry.
And this one, it's naturally dry. It doesn't taste like champagne. The carbonation, it's about average. It's not sweet. It is dry, but
Natural
like,
apple, too.
naturally dry, natural apple. So this one's like leaps and bounds ahead of all the others. I think in the scheme of things, like that hop cider is number one because that's just cool.
It is cool. It's super dry and doesn't taste hoppy.
And I think this one's right under it.
It
really,
is.
like it's no different. They're not very far from each other. I felt like the hopped one, they used the hops to cut out that champagne taste.
Mm-hmm.
This one just doesn't have that in the first place. So it's kind of achieving the same goal in different ways.
Yeah.
This is actually really, really good.
Good on Texas. Yay, Texas.
Well, from my experiences, Texas has one of the better cider games.
They do.
A lot of the big, like, highly awarded cideries are all in Texas. Coincidentally,
And New York.
For whatever reason,
New York, Pennsylvania, and Texas.
I don't feel like Texas is the place for them to be, but it is. Every cider I've had from Texas has actually been much better than what the rest of the nation has to offer. I haven't had these New York ciders yet.
You've had Original Sin.
Yeah, Original Sin's pretty good. This is better. It really is.
It's a different category. It's a different type of cider. This one's dry.
If it's not dry, I don't want it anymore when it comes to cider. If I want apple juice, I'll make apple juice in Golden Grain or Everclear or whatever it is. Like, I don't want that in a cider. I want a very dry finished, crisp, and yet smooth beverage made from apples, not something that tastes like apples.
Yeah.
Which is, I know that's kind of like being really pretentious and difficult when it comes to something made from apples, but I mean, it's just the truth at this point. Like, we don't need applesauce in a bottle. Like, we want something as dry and refined and aged and matured. Not moss apple juice with a splash of liquor in it. This is the key to that. This is actually a phenomenal cider.
So, summing up, St. Arnold Original Dry Cider. 5.5.
5.5. Houston, Texas. Right? Houston?
Yes.
Houston.
I believe, yes.
I've never been to Houston yet. It's like the one big city in Texas I haven't been. This is good. This is the second best cider I've had. We got the Jack's Hard Cider is number one, just because it has hops in it. I think it's cool. And then this is probably the next best. Like, overall in quality, across the board, this is hard to beat. It really is. The only reason I like that Jack's one better is because it has hops.
And this was just at the HEB. And for people in Texas, they know what HEB is.
So there it is. Another cider review. Beer channel doing ciders more than beers lately. We'll catch you guys next time.